cool! I died and in another reality I knew the fucking word! That's so cool. This game's cool. Apple. Hey, Roger. Lingo berries. They're new. What do they do? I can climb these vines. Roots are moving ever so slightly. The foot of the snail runes, you watch a massive writhing roots about ever so slowly around the series of corpses. Skeletons to be precise. Look at the skeleton in the center with the... That is a lovely helmet. You see it straddled upon the brow of a skeletal face. Must be a late fade error. Early divine error. However, a corpse would never remain this intact over hundreds of years without esoteric means. Most likely, these are adventures from a later era who simply had the ancient helmet. Just like you should do. I hope you're not thinking what you think I'm thinking. Oh, I'm thinking. The roots wriggle around and writhe a bit more. Right. Druid craft. Can you grab the helmet for me, Snell? Could, sure. Could, probably. Will? Absolutely not. I really want that helmet. Yeah, no can do. Those things look dangerous. Maybe later, or not. Mage hand. Rifle. Notch. Bingo. Pickpocket success. Easy game for fucking babies. What's this sweet helmet? 2 wisdom, neg charisma, neg con. We can drop a con. Can we drop a charisma? Oh, we can't. Yeah, with the big goofy helmet. Jousting helmet's kind of funny anyway. Jump at the wall of ruin. Pick her up vines strip over spiraling concrete. Vertical ascent, roughly 20 feet. The Tulin did not do stairs. Whatever steps you found in their architecture are added later. So now, you climb. The vines are slick with fungal humidity. Mucus. Hurry, haul yourself up there by raw muscle. Or cast Druidcraft. You weave primal strings to bring the vines more closely together. Nice, this should make things simpler. Inspect the structural integrity. You pull a vine, it holds. But releases a puff of yellow spores. Cough. Oh. Air down here is thick, heavy. Alright, let's get up there. It's a success. Barely. You grab the rubbery plant matter and heave. The slime coat your hands, but your grip is like iron. You ignore the burn in your shoulders. Ignore the spores in your face. You just pull. Up. Up! Dominating gravity. Up! Up! You are at the top of the ruin. Up! Yes! Slipcore! Headless, decaying body. This one belonged to some type of druid, it seems. Rifle. Speak with plants? Well, now I gotta go get speak with fucking plants. And I'm not gonna have any fucking spells that do anything except push the story forward. This is like every time I get to play D&D instead of GM DVD. We get into these fights and everyone's like, so what could your character do? Do you have any, like, do you have a fireball? No. But you're the wizard. Yeah. What do you have? You're not gonna like it. What do you have? I got create smoke, make water, charm person. I got, speak language and comprehend languages. Okay, did you take a single damage spell? Sort of. What does sort of mean? Do you have magic missile? No. But I do have acid splash. Alright. Comprehend languages. Cure wounds. Detect secrets. Inflict wounds. Speak with animals. Prayer of healing. Good plans. We need to get rid of... inflict wounds. And instead go... Chamber of Guests. Do you have any idea how frustrating you are? That voice, young and androgynous? Oh, one more time, huh? This piece of shit. Can't let him get away this time. Oh shit, watch out! The Master Assassin lunges forward. Die, die, die! Dagger connects. An agonizing feeling shudders through you. Now slings his... Is that the... Is this the bartender? Is that her... That's the bartender's armor, isn't it? Nels bends his sling. The bullet flies dangerously close to the assassin's head, missing only due to constant movements. You face the assassin and consider your options. They are slight in build and light of voice. This is not a grown man. This is but a frightened child. Heal. Damn, I got stabbed again. Your flesh cannot take this. What exactly is your plan here? Killing you, fucker! Not working out so far, is it? Assassin flourishes their dagger. You're not getting away this time. That's... The assassin stumbles for words. You're not getting away! Why would you want to get away? Don't fight, try to understand. Let's talk, we came here for a fight. Boom. There is desperation here. This assassin goes to great lengths to remain concealed. They want anonymity. But today, there is no such fear. Or they have a greater fear that trumps it. That's it. They're being pressured into this attack, forced into this attack. This is their final choice. Which means this is your final chance to reach them. This is serious. Some sort of squirming shadow has already started forming around the assassin. The shadow formed begin to writhe and spit out tentacles. Ad nazu kishti numenzu. The tenuous coil grabs and slaps at you, carving deeply into your very spirit. The goblin is struggling with the tentacles as well. Why do you keep doing this? Stop! The assassin tries to fake out the goblin as he winds up another shot. Fuck you! He fires off a stone, hitting them squarely in the upper thigh. The masked one, while actively channeling the potent dark energy, lets out a high-pitched scream. Yeah! Jesus, you a kid or something? We don't want to hurt you. Stop fighting. Fuck you! Tentacles aren't done trying to rip you apart just yet. They are placed such that you can't make it to the assassin before you deal with them. Smart. What do you do to deal with them? Stop hitting me with those! The assassin returned to his chat. Hasu kistila tupa. Can't talk your way out of this. Resist the tentacles. A natural one. Fuck. Time to heal. You brace your body against the tentacles, confident you can resist the damage this time. You cannot. Oh! They tear deeply into your very spirit. Things are deteriorating. The assassin's knife glows with the dark energy. Heavy smoke piles from its edge and drifts as though suctioned into its mask. The smoke clears, the mask firmly planted on her face, glowing faintly. Seal dakur skar pamut. The assassin's eyes turn black as the shadowy tentacles begin to rise once again. There is no other recourse. It's time to finish this. The assassin lifts her hands like a puppeteer and the tentacles flow. One after the other, the tentacles latch onto you, focusing their ire into your helm. Your helm. I died. Damn it. Bad fucking luck. Now I gotta go over here. Do all this shit again. Give it to me. Okay. Die. Dagger connects. Try to understand. 17. Nice. Tentacles hit. Okay, we'll do a small heal. Resist the tentacles. Nice. Okay. You brace yourself against the tentacles. They slap into you, wrapping around your limbs, writhing. Your vision splits. You are both here and elsewhere. You see the outlines of a twisted, gnarled tree as if through a thick, dirty film. It stretches far into the sky above you, or perhaps far below you into the ground. You hear whispers in your mind, maddeningly, just incomprehensible. La turma. You steal your mind and focus on the image of the assassin, still twisting their hands around the vision fades. The tentacles are recoiling from you as if they tasted something bad. Things are deteriorating. The assassin's knife glows with dark energy. Heavy smoke spills from its edge and drifts as though suctioned into the mask. The smoke clears, the mask firmly planted on her face is glowing faintly. Seal dakur or skal pamut. The assassin's eyes turn black as the shadowy tentacles begin to rise once again. There is no other recourse. Time to finish this. The goblin whips another rock at the assassin. The shadowy tentacle slaps it out of the air at blinding speed. Oh gods! The assassin lifts her hands like a puppeteer and tentacles follow. I should be able to. She can't do 22 damage. One after another, the tentacles latch onto you, focusing their ire into your helm. Ooh, yeah. Your helm. Crazy death throbs in your blood. One last chance. We'll finish this. Strike true. You stop through the demonic tendrils, charging like an enraged gull bear up to the hapless assassin. Your gauntlet meeting her face. The assassin wobbles, bends, one final jab. You punch again and that's it. You would feel bad about punching a teenage girl if she hadn't tried to kill you so many times. A dagger flies across the chamber. The assassin collapses, unmasked, unconscious. There is a lull as the chaos of the fight abruptly cuts off. He's dead. It's a pity you see someone choose to be dangerous when they're so young. The assassin's eyes, now fully maskless, open. Step forth. Fucking bullshit. You're a little shit, you know that? Go fuck yourself. Let's just take her to the dungeon, she's earned it. Alright, to the Tolstad dungeon we go. Go to grab her. As you do, her hood falls back, and you see the face more clearly, huh? Lady Freda's Darrow. She's a Darrow! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, what the hell's? That's... Wait, are you... If you tell my dad about this, I'm gonna actually kill you. The girl scowls. Oh. The magistrate's not gonna like this. See, that's what teenage girls do these days when they want to act out. They sign eldritch contracts and stab clerics. Well, it certainly is an embarrassing situation, Darrow. Lily has some family issues to deal with. Holy shit. Yeah, take it, Nella. It'll last longer. Now, will you let me go? What makes you think that is even remotely a possibility? Because I'm so nice? Gives you a smile. That's good acting. You can barely even see through it. She's good. That's scary, by the way. No, you don't get to be snarky after what you've done. No? Go shove that stupid slingshot up your ass, goblin. It's not a... Hexy's leather strap. It's a sling! It's a weapon! Not a damn slingshot. Let's put it like this. I'm gonna walk out of here and you're not gonna mention a single word about this to my dad. You've been stalking me this whole time, huh? You're not exactly difficult to fight. What does that what does that possibly mean? You do realize how loud you are when you're stomping around in those boots. Hey, he can be loud as he wants, you hear? Thank you for defending me, Snow. Where'd you get all your cool gear? What do you think? I'm not sure, that's why I'm asking. Jesus, what an idiot. Hey, that's uncalled for. Ugh. So tell me where you got all your cool gear. A dungeon crawl? No. A magic item store? No. A lady in a pond? No! But did you die by it all? No! Alright, tell me about the magic you were casting. No. Now let me go. Sure, I'm just wondering one more thing. Why? Why what? Why the fuck are you trying to kill me? She scoffs. The girl glances at the mask on the ground beside her. Snow kicks it away. No. Answering. Fuck it, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I signed up for this stupid fucking deal, okay? What deal? I needed an easy spell slots. He wanted an extra pair of eyes. Win-win. But then he started asking for these night outings and reconnaissance missions. Then he tells me to push some dumbass cleric in the river. I don't like killing people, but sure, totally worth it. Huh? Then you come back, you asshole. And whatever I do, you just keep fucking... As she speaks, the mask next to Snell begins to glow. Get down! Damn it. Knew that would happen. Esoteric bullshit. The hell was that? You happy now? You just broke my damn contract because of you. He lets out a loud groan. Ugh. I'm a warlock. Or I was. Had the whole thing worked out with Mr. Toilet Worm. Mr. what now? Whatever, I don't care anymore. This deal was arse. I didn't want to do it anymore anyway. So there, I'm actually perfectly fine with my awesome mask being turned to dust. It's fine, really. She does not sound very fine with it. He gets up and drops her cloak. I'm going to leave now. Like I'm actually going now. Should I let her go? She's lost her patron. Does not mean she loses her powers entirely, even if they were channeled through the mask. But since she clearly has no reason to continue in her misguided attempt at killing you, you might as well let her go. Less trouble that way. Darrow will be pissed either way, but he'll be less pissed if you don't make a big scene out of it. She must be apprehended. However, it might be best to let her father do that. You should speak with him later, once you finish his quest. There is darkness in her heart. You do not wish to remain near her for long. Fine. Bratty teenager starts walking towards the exit. And seriously, do not tell Dad. Ha! Goblin lets out a series of stilted laughs. Fucking hell, is a teenage girl? And your boss's daughter? It's actually funny, you have to admit. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's go see if Mr. Toilet Worm is hiding in any of these tunnels. In the grand halls around you, the one so filled with the sound of clashing blades, now grows eerily quiet. You see two paths, each leading into the darkness. Time to see what's down there. Dagger! Loot, loot, loot. Unlock blade. Advantage against lawful creatures. Yeah, I don't need that. Loot to loot everywhere. Quickly regenerates HP over time. What's this? Wait, if I put this in. Yeah. You approach an iron door. It bears a symbol of chains with a comically crude little devil drawing underneath it. Intricate, precise, almost beautiful in its cruelty. I don't like this one, it's wrong. Yeah, it feels wrong. Oppressive. Heavy. There's a devil inside. An ancient devil. Nice, time to awaken it. Not today. Approach the iron door. On a paper carrying symbol. Look closer. It looks like a flame. It's radiating. Just me, or is that door a bit hot? The air almost shivers. Your goblin companion takes a step away from it. A faint sound like a whisper in the tunnel. Mortal! Huh? I wish for you to know my peril. I am Galbata, the one of the pearled flame. I've been trapped here for many hours. As the top F3T of the Crimson Court, I would go to heavens and hells to serve you. If you only destroy the seal, what holds me here? Maybe I'll look into this later. Okay, so... Devil. Flame dude. Let's smash some apples. A Drakekin who first broke the beast of yore. My headphones just died. What day is it? I don't remember. Slept cool. I've only slept maybe twice. I think it's day 4. It's hard to say. I haven't been sleeping. The day cycle thing seemed like a unimportant part of the game. Oh, it's a map. Chamber of Realms, you step out into little lines. As faint lit, the chamber collapses, rubble strewn around its surface. What you see is a slice 1/8 of the great hole. Map. Of Ascari, yes. Damn. However, it's old. Mountains and rivers alone do not align with any of the modern interpretation. Despite that, the shape of the coastline, of course, the ever-standing forests of Verdun show it clearly. This is Ascari, during the era of the snail folk. Seeing this shit? I sure am. It's a map, right? You are correct, my goblin friend. He gives you an uncomfortable look. Careful, don't be so mushy. Look at the dot at the center of the coast. Your home, thousands of years in the past. It was the first founding by these snails. The little images of the beasts of Jaw show them stretched far inland, having colonies along the river. Not too unlike your own people's efforts. Look at the River Torna. They appear to have colonies even as far as Toll's past, even further than Earthport. Though, curiously, this map doesn't align with the common knowledge. No, it does not. The endless waste should not allow anything to be built that far inland. If this map depicts everything until the waste begins, then there was less waste during the Fade Era. This is commonly assumed when looking at other maps and early mapping attempts. Good to see it confirmed. A symptom of the ebb. Look at the reeds. Across the border, the mostly covered in rubble band to your left, a very different visual than is commonly depicted today. For today, most of Western Reeds is ruined, cursed. Where the cursed lands lay today, here you see a fertile crescent. Is that a frog? It appears so. How wonderful. While on the coast you see several locations that do not align with any modern locations. The Draconic Civil War surely reshaped most of this as your former overlords fell. The one dot that doesn't align is a tiny one placed at the center of the bay, the Rhodesian location of a pillar of yore. It has stood there since the Great War, so it makes sense the snails would want to point it out clearly. They did not worship Jaw in the end. And it also seems the rest of the geography in this depiction of Old Diminor doesn't align with any modern visuals either. Yes, the Arcanist geo-shaped most of it to create more fertile farmland and defensive positions. Look at the Vinitorum. Most of it covered in fallen rocks. One thing you see is, like, some feathers? Like a drummer? Not really. Drummer's more of a Union bird. From what you remember, Divinitorum is filled with birds all throughout the Fade Era, from what you remember. It's like their thing. Lorxie and birds, then Celestials settled more seriously over the course of the next couple hundred years. And, well, settled. Well, that's the colonialism, imperialism version of it. They're still there today, and surely did something right. Look at the lion in the modern day Viakakaz. You see lots of smaller symbols representing the lion folk of Ascani across the inner parts of the map. White men. They ruled for long. Now they rest. Tribal catfolk ruled parts of Ascani until the end of the Divine Era. Their claw marks are evident all over your precious city. Look at the dragons. 3 of them can be seen, a red, a green, and a black. Look at the red. Isuth, the red dragon of Ascan, the scourge of the coast, the largest of all the known dragons throughout Jaw's history. Luckily, he was slain long ago. Look at the green dragon. Tiseldrananor, the great green dragon. She was the mother of most, as they say. She who birthed the coastal broods. While a tyrant, like all her kin, she is known for a lighter touch and bond with men. When Dugdulan Dim slayed her, it was ushered in freedom for all of mankind. Her visage upon the map indicates her domain, what is today the Ilium Forest. Look at the black dragon. Umbramixus, the all-wise black dragon, guardian of the bay. He was known as the most magically adept dragon on the coast. His esoteric cache in Silverstone has still not been found and is to this day a popular target for adventurers and reeds. Look at Jaw's Ocean. Cool depiction of the perch and a nice whirlpool at the top, just the same as they do today. Good thing the snails were as confounded by the whole mystery as we are today. You know, you could get yourself get real rich by figuring out that whole thing. The mystery? Yeah, the mystery of Jaw's Point. It was like a place where that big whale first entered through the first of Jaw's gates or whatever. But no one has ever tries to sail directly seawards, ever returns. Real spooky. There's reports of massive treasures being found in islands located deep inside the stormy part of the ocean. So if you ever want to become an explorer, pirate, sailor, that's where to aim for your biggest payout. I don't want to become a pirate. Just think about it, okay? World's your oyster. Crack it open at your leisure. Interesting. Ooh. Ooh, the lore of this game is deep. Rare. Bruh. There's a boss in that goop. The thing is, do I go let out all these other dudes to help me fight the goop boss? This guy. Approach the round door. Upon the surface, a single piece of paper clings to the metal. This one, a crude drawing showing 3 creatures, a lion, a goat, and a snake. It'd be nice to have a language that just shows pictures of what you're talking about. I like the goat. You like the goat, Snell? Yeah, it's a nice drawing. I have no personal issues with goats. Lions and snakes, though. Dangerous. Don't like that. But you like the cat folk. Cat folk are great. Lions, not so much. Now, can we leave this thing alone? I'm getting the creeps. Look through a crack in the crevice. You press your helmet against the crack and crevice, peering through the narrow gap of iron and stone. Darkness, then. Eyes. 3 sets of eyes glowing faintly in the black. One pair burns with amber fire, another gleams with an unsettling blackness, a third, cold, reptilian. All watching you. There's eyes in there. Eyes? What? 6? 3 pairs of them. Right, that's not creepy at all. Rip down the seal. You reach for the paper. Your fingers brush the crude drawing. The moment you touch it, pain. Esoteric energy surges through your arm like lightning. Damn! The seal holds fast. This isn't just paper, it's a binding. But you cannot stop now, it is already in your hand. Push through the pain. Fire. Grit your teeth. Ignore it. Palm flat against the seal. The energy fights back, burning, searing. But you hold. Paper begins to crack. Glowing lines split across its surface. And paper crumbles into ash. Nothing happens with the door. It remains shut. That was awful. The music stopped. That's a lot of seals. You approach the ominous door. The tunnel lays silent, only your breath is heard. A cell. This one for their own. Placed across the surface, you see pieces of paper covered in ancient writing. Seals, they keep the spirit inside stable. This is freaking me out. I feel as if I really should not mess with this thing. This area is an ancient prison of the Tulan Katul. These are cells. Cells of the soul. Look around the crevices of the door, underneath along the sides. You press your head against the ground, against the walls. You see clearly this door does not lead anywhere. It's tightly sealed, nor is it very fastened against the ends of the tunnel. It's simply an iron door set upright against the wall. Oh, that's actually freaky. Feels cursed at a minimum. Something inside. Look at the symbols. You lean in, checking them closely. You don't know the script. However, it's most likely some kind of seal. Snailfolk's lost language. Walk to the door. Hello! Your voice echoes down the tunnel. Then after several seconds you hear... There is someone here. A light voice dances in the air. It gives you chills. Are you inside this door? There is silence for a while longer. Then the voice says, It's been long. I see naught, I feel naught. Yet you, I hear. You beyond the door. I have a favor to ask you. And the first voice you hear in a long while, and you want to ask a favor? Yes. Bit rude, isn't it? I'm sorry, I need to ask. The voice is silent for a few seconds longer. The suspense is great. I'm sure it'll just, please, save my husband. You catch a glimpse of a goblin giving you a worried expression. I know not who you are. I do not speak your tongue. The strings grant me these few words. They broke his soul into paper. He made a grave mistake, but this punishment, it's beyond cruel. I wanted him to see the end of the world, to lose everything. My love, my foolish, petty, wonderful husband. Can I get you out of there? Can I get you out of there? We'll help, don't worry. My fate is written. The voice fades beyond the door. Lady, we'll get you out of there. You seem to really tug at his heartstrings. Please break him out, break the paper, speak his name, please. Save my Isk-Urum. The pleading of the voice then stops. Lady? Hello? Nothing. Jeez. That was something else. I think I understand. A woman in distress. You need to help, there is no doubt. Now let's look into this. A rare sight, emotions from an instrument of death, rip the seals. As your fingers touch the paper, the symbol upon the surface lights up just for a split second. Then all at once, as your fingers drag through it, the paper crumbles with a bright white flash. Nothing appears to happen at the door. Snell looks at the dissolving dust, then to you. I hope you know what you're doing. Always, Snell. Always. Sure, I believe you. I should go. There's a big boss in that goop. I'm gonna go talk to the devil. All these characters so interesting, aren't they? Alright, fire dude. Press your ear against the door. The metal burns. You could have foreseen that. Alright, fucking intelligence. Go easy. What do you want? You will free me. A word explodes from the door. It washes over you. Not a question, a command. How arrogant. Why should I? Because I demand it. Entitled creature. The effigy composes itself. You must listen. I have power to grant you more than anything else that the mystical nature ever could. Could you be my friend? That could be negotiated. Not worth it. Break the seal, free me. Then I'll grant you a great service. What happens if I break this? Freedom, power, I will grant you wishes. You'll be free? Yes, break the seal. The voice is desperate. Too desperate. Something's wrong here. Rip the seal. Grab the paper. Heat surges. Burning. But you hold. Yes, yes, break it. The effigy roars with triumph. Free me, mortal. I couldn't do it. Flame see your body. But you make it past the pain. Time to heal. You must pull. The seal resists hard for a moment. The paper feels as steel. Then you see little cracks break it. The paper explodes into ash and flame. Yes, I am... The voice cuts off. What happened? Like a candle snuffed. It's gone. Door grows cold. Silent. Is it dead? Seal is gone. The effigy gone with it. Touch the door. Cold iron. No heat, no life. Uh-oh. I am the apple boy. This isn't doing anything. Hello? Kedotam? The voice is rough, military. You don't understand the words. That's not common. Infernal. Can you speak any Demonorian, like human language? Try speaking louder. Hello? You hear a grunt. Yeah, that's annoyance. Clear even through the language barrier. Samorus regime tesikletica nodeme privedandi agitem drachitista pesaku. Vratsia selza nasise faciale jasica trebesti. The voice fades. Rip the seal. You grab the paper. The seal shatters. Light erupts. Not flame, not smoke, it's spirit. A devil's essence. Heading seawards. Into your mind. Don't let it in, shield your mind. Boom. Spirit passes. You feel it brush against your soul. But it doesn't take hold. Your will is too strong. Wonderful. Thank you, human. And you hear a faint cackling laugh. Door stands cold, empty. The devil's gone. Flying across the coast. Blood City Bay. I didn't just doom someone, did I? Snell steps up and taps you on the back. I wouldn't worry about it. Now can we go? Yeah, alright. Alright, toilet snail. You approach the edge, and terror arise. That's not a snail. That's not a snail. I've seen snails. They got little stalk eyes. That's not a snail. Ever glad him in the pipes. Hello, Reagan. The more below. You hear hyperventilation coming out of the goblin. This is it. This is the true test of your stature. Can you truly stand against a creature of the void? You need to kill this thing. Don't even think about it. This guy is clearly friendly. Whatever's going on in the stomach of yours doesn't matter. All you need to do is just speak. Say hello. Hello? Far you've delved, it says. I am happy to meet you. The aberration's voice reverberates against the cold, wet walls of the sewer chamber. Naru Sapir. I am enamored, impressed, lucky to witness. Jibbers. 1,000 eyes, each focused on you. This is something evil. This is indeed a creature of the far realm. A trifler. Yet larger than any specimen you've ever read about. Be wary. Now, speak. Oh, great one from the far realm, spare us. I have some questions for you. Knowledge is a commodity. Knowledge is my trade. I'm simple, a merchant. Trade, Reagan. Trade with me. This thing won't kill me? Does not look like it. Not now. Are you okay, Snell? He nods without taking his eyes off the horrific aberration. Yeah. He takes a breath after holding it for a while. Don't fuck this up. Please. Clear your throat and ask the monster. I have to pay to ask questions? Each thought carries a cost. I am generous. Cheap thoughts, I give freely. Expensive ones will require a sacrifice. This guy is clearly aware of how incredibly ominous he's being. He is very much messing with you. What are you? I am the other, which is beyond, not the big other. That you keep close to your chest. The small other. That is I, what you find yourself longing for in the dark. Well, that's very philosophical. Yes. What is this place? Stones? Laid by snails? This was their prison, a complex to throw unwanted and wicked for centuries. Then they burned. Millennia passed, dwarves repurposed it, a cistern. Each pipe spread to the voices, thoughts and talks and whispers. I love it. A deep growl causes the ground to quake. Your guts press against your lower throat. You have a license for this pool? The more wide and slightly with a few painfully long seconds after you finish your question. I've never been asked that question. Yes, I am very original. It lets out a low chuckling growl along with the answer. Yeah, Reagan. To answer, I bought a delve and prospecting license under my legal name in 501 AE. Oh, actually? Yep. Paperwork's archived if you require it. I can get it prepared within 5 to 7 office days. That's fine, I just wanted to check. Consider it checked. Are you the one they called Everglad? Yep. That is the name I adopted. The original title of my claim was considered too, difficult. When I signed my first Warlock servant, we agreed upon a more modern name, Everglad. We chose. It is appropriate. Shows my everlasting happiness. The beast elongated maw appears to widen even further. So your original name was just too incomprehensible for us mortals to use, I presume? Nah. Just too hard to pronounce. I'm laughing. Make a nervous laugh. Good. Laughter is healthy. Fine for the body and the mind. Wait, warlocks? Yes. You had your run-ins with my former servant, the girl. You're the one who sent her to kill me? Yeah. Big misunderstanding, really. Freya did not perform as to her promised level. We went over it many times. It was not a sudden decision, I assure you. I made sure to go through the appropriate steps. I offered training, magical enhancements, hex incantations, and even free knowledge. None of it was enough to get her to the appropriate performance. Thus, we had ended up having to cut patronage short. Very unfortunate. It is not often my warlocks end their service in anything other than death. He clacks his massive teeth together. I go through one servant at a time, so the position is now open. Interested? Cleric. The goblin looks worried. I would ask your goblin friend, however. I sense hesitation from outsourcing on his end. Uh-huh. You send your warlock to kill me and then offer me their job as your servant. Well, it is something to be considered. Your performance, after all, is very admirable. I'll take it! What are you doing? The maw widens with a loud laugh. Excellent enthusiasm, I am. Happy to see it. We can discuss it later. I do not wish to push you into anything. I offer nothing but the best of terms as a patron of the dark. Could be cool. By the gods, do not. The more it beckons. You haven't explained why you tried to kill me. That is correct. Why did you try to kill me? Such knowledge comes at a price. Once his eyes focus on you. There are many things I know, many things I know you want to know. My trade works as such. You tell me a secret, which I do not know. I then grant access to knowledge beyond yourself. A fair exchange, cleric. Free trade. You sure you're not a free trader? Not quite. Nah. Though I admire their propensity for intrigue. Tentacles widen around the assistant. It goes like this. You hand me a secret. I value its depth. I grant you knowledge in return. A fair trade offered. I assure you. How can I trust you to deliver? His maw opens slightly. The darkness within stirs the bottom of your innards. I have no interest in your demise. That much I can say for free. The monster stares at you, waiting to be fed a secret from the crevices of your mind. What do I do? What do I do? Shit! He's so sweet! I need help entering the Pillar of Jaw. Interesting. That must mean you know where your little hunt is going to end. Through the crack of Yaw's realm. The wording crack of Yaw does not sound as ominous as he thinks it does. Yeah, Mr. Moonwatch told me he saw someone escaping the explosion and heading inside the pillar. The merchant saw the truth. His maw widens. The shut gate can be passed. Yep. That, I'm afraid, I can only assist with if you sign my contract. I do not share such knowledge with anyone unaffiliated with the darkness. Of course, I would not suggest signing my contract simply to gain this knowledge. You should only sign if you truly wish to serve. My assistance in this matter would simply be a bonus. He's got away with words. This is the way to persuade someone when you've got all the cards. What secrets could I possibly give this thing? That is a question you know well the answer to. How'd you just make something up? Like, how's this guy gonna know the difference? The creature will know. Do you have what it takes to actually share a deep part of yourself with this abomination? I can share something deep and secret, but only if you explain why you tried to kill me. Make up a fake secret. Come up with an argument as to why the information about him trying to kill you isn't worthy of a secret. Bingo. This far realm beast might be savage in nature, but his demeanor is at least an attempt at civility. He'll listen to a good argument, something that brings you into his favor if he were to offer a bit more. One piece of information for free. Mr. Everglad, I don't mean to speak for you, however. Your offer of potential knowledge would be much more interesting if you were to grant me a solid taste test. Is it not? Ah, you make a good point. More than that, you make it sound as if you're quite happy about the idea of working with me, which I enjoy. So sure, I'll grant you a piece for free. Now, you wish to hear why? Why you targeted me? Lets out a grumble and squints with its many eyes. Let me tell you about the Blood Tongue Prophecy. Listen. A night, dark as ink, some years past, a young scribe is overcome with maddening visions. On the morrow, the writing is recovered and kept secret by the council, yet the whispers of its content reached me, nonetheless. I will not share its content in full, as that is all too valuable a secret, but I'll share this one passage. Scent of Urkul, midst flame and mist, loyal death upon the day of suffrage consumed. Laid at the feet of their necrotic doom, 1,000 clamours, Ryan's wrath, all wrought in sunder trove beneath the stone. Their time itself as witness standeth mute. First by west, south, east, the north, an esoteric error marked forth. Sounds like the divine error scripture. It tickled. Urkel leaves? Urkel leaves bring death on election day? Yes. He opens his maw and clicks his fangs together. It is, as unlikely as it appears, confirmed to be a truthful prophecy. Not yet come to pass fully, of course, as, in fact not... Hang on, let me say that again. Not yet come to fully pass, of course, as we are not, there we go, as we are in fact not in an esoteric era born true. Since the ebb still lingers. So what does that have to do with you trying to kill me? I wish the ebb to end. I saw in this prophecy my part to play. I saw the truth I could create to bring about this fire to the legislative mass, a plot brought by the Mender's followers, the Ilium Elves. I chose to support a player in this game of intrigue, the one you seek, this rogue spellcaster you hunt. You know who I'm after? Of course! I know most things to know. Tell me now. He lets out a growl. You demand such vigor. That is good. However, there's no secret you could give that could be a valid exchange for me. Do not worry, you'll find out in time. Just speak clearly, damn it. His tentacles snap around the cistern. Freya was to destroy this government cleric sent to investigate, to make sure the prophecy was given the space it needs to breathe. There's no doubt in my mind this plan of action. Until you stepped into my chamber here. I see more than the truth in you. It's obvious. I backed the wrong guy. Now, I'll look upon you instead. Reagan? Thanks. You're welcome. Bring me my esoteric error, Reagan. I am fully convinced you will. He's not interested in debate here. He's not even interested in your opinion. This guy's literally just wants to watch you do whatever it is you're gonna do. An aberration obsessed with fate. This will surely haunt you. What if I told you a secret about myself, a personal secret? Reveal about how your esoteric talent. I was in the classroom once. Yes. The teacher was showing us one of those cursed books by the Shadow Lord, and I raised my hand and I told him it was a spell book, and he told me no way, but I told him it was, and they went up to prove it, and then I immediately memorized the spell from the book, and I proved the teacher wrong in front of everyone. They all looked at me and stunned, and from that point on, I was ostracized for simply being way too amazing of a wizard. The ancient apparition does not respond as you finish your school day's rant. Everyone should have clapped. Now looks away. He's laughing. The goblin is not allowed to laugh at you. That's not a personal secret. That's just a tall tale. Try something else if you have anything. They are foolish. This was a great tale of your origin. Idiots, all of them. The aberration included. Cut him some slack. Had to be there, you know? Are you illegally influencing the election? No. Okay, then who are you voting for? Nothing. Well, I'm voting for the... I know what you were voting for. Naru. You do? I'm listening. A lot. However, it sounds as if you will stay out of politics entirely with your smart apolitical stance. At least, if I were to take your spoken word for it. Yet, it is true. Only you know what you intend to write down on that paper, so I retract my statement. I have heard what you have said, not what you truly believe. I don't believe you. You're obviously scheming down here. That's understandable. That's the exact thought I had. What I just said, that's the exact thought I just had. I thought that while I was reading this, and then I just clicked it. Oh my lord. That's understandable, considering my position. I played my part. You know Lotia Manathern. Fate cannot sway. What? You hear a growl coming deeper this time. Deep in his mind. You humans, the humans. They're played out. They are played not by me. The toxin of ideology seeps more thoroughly through their veins. It's formed slowly, then quickly, then it subsumes an invisible force. You think they're bad for us, ideologies? Ideas are infectious. They creep from minds, crafting memes with poisonous power. If I had such control, we would be one, you and I. But alas, beyond even my reach. Perhaps, though, through indulging your secrets, I, too, am a puppet of your collective dreams. The idea makes me incendiary, explosive. Is he ranting? I'm sorry? You've done nothing beyond your nature. This is simply my frustration against sentience itself, I suppose. However, simply by being aware of a problem, one can envision and unveil new powers of thought, including the ability to view past the illusion of choice. Not too dissimilar from yours viewing, I imagine. To watch the strings of fate collide and fray across errors. This feels too complicated for mortals to understand. We should leave it for the gods to watch over us. He clicks his teeth together. That's exactly it, isn't it? You keep thinking, Naru. As will I, the time of ours will arrive with thunder and grim tidings one day. Once we both understand why and how these thoughts are controlling us, it is the start of the esoteric era. You do not forget, Naru. The gates shall rebuild. What exactly does this mean? I'm confused. The words I've used have the exact meaning I chose to grant them. Nothing more, nothing less. We will see once the blood is proven. Tears grin widen before you. Everglad. Thank you for the knowledge, Reagan. What did you give him? You just mostly listened, but... Hey. I want to know what this is. I'm responsible for my own father's death. Ah, I know him, the troll killer. The goblin companion raises an eyebrow at the comment. If it wasn't for me, he'd be alive. You speak with such certainty. Such tragedy. The monster closes his many eyes and growls. Yes, that I did not know. Let me share knowledge in return. You might have heard whispers of another creeping beneath your city, one hoarding knowledge not much unlike myself. A rival, you might say. That fool refuses to do business. I'm afraid. One of my favorite secrets is the tale of his past. The Nothic hiding under Norvik, the last of the Hagenshags. The Arcanist? Let's add another growl. The Hagenshags, the House of the Arcanists, masters of alchemical productions, as well as necromancy. These, if you would excuse my tongue, wannabe warlocks were destroyed a long time ago, unlike certain other houses. They did not survive the fall, publicly. There are Hagenshags Nothic under the city. Himvrak, his lair moves along the esoteric shuffles beneath. Having mastered their chaos a long time ago, a truly mad genius. He arrived in the city alongside the first settlers, you see, hiding among them back when he was human, set to turn the Tulan ruins into his own personal flying fortress. Yet he gained more knowledge than he bargained for in those halls and tunnels. The esoteric madness brought him into the darkness. His petition to Earth was the only showing he did before disappearing permanently from human life. A petition rejected. In his gravity flip to the tower, the Nothic plots and plans. What's he plotting? His empire, of course. Not that it'll ever come to pass. A lone wizard in a time of ebb doesn't even a party make, let alone a kingdom. Yet he stalks the halls, hoarding books, stealing artifacts. The most important secret here is one no one in this city knows, even those aware of that skulking Nothic below. What? He is building something, Naru. Decades of planning, all in secret. What's he building? That, I do not know. What an anticlimactic secret. Sorry you're disappointed. But see it as a tip. In the future, you ever learn more about Hagenshags, come back and share it with me. You'll be rewarded. I think another remnant of the Arcanist hides in these tunnels. You must seek him out once the election is over. You could learn much from the Arcane era. Have you seen a paladin down here, Gorm? Ah! You ask, you're the last paladin of your fated god. Tell me what you know. Your Lord Gorm, this missing paladin, you've already found his stash in the city below. Or you'll find upon this material realm. That's pretty ominous. Yep. Can't say more. Monster smiles as always. If I sign this contract, what boons can you offer me? Becoming my next warlock has one major boon, of course. Knowledge. So no warlock magic powers. Of course, in time. I'll not promise you pure power. That's very much a misleading thing to do. You might be suitable for far realm magic, you might not. I am most likely very suitable for any type of magic. Perhaps. I'll not know until the contract's signed. So I won't promise anything I can't deliver. What would I have to do for you? No, nothing. To interfere with your life goals. Sometimes I might ask for a minor task to be completed. Nothing straight away. What kind of task? Eavesdropping in places I don't have access. Delivering messages to important people. Handing artifacts. Times. Minor gigs, as they say. Isn't it illegal to serve operations? Somewhat. Wait, actually? In Norvician code, there are some clauses against fiendish cults as well as far-run creatures. So sadly, yes, I am an illegal entity. Even speaking to me without reporting it is illegal. Of course, if you were to report my existence, I can guarantee you it would not end well for you. Is that a threat? Not at all. However, I must inform you there are agents of mine all over our precious city. If you wish to not work with me, I suggest you simply stay quiet, live your life as normal. Nothing bad will happen in that case. He's clear about it at least. If only you were stronger. You could have broken this overgrown mutated fish. Right, good to know. Indeed. Hope I explained it well. If you sign my contract, it would be because you wish to serve, not because you wish to be granted boons. Do I attack him? Or do I sign his contract? Thank you for your time. You're welcome, Reagan. I'm going to rest and come back. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Oop.